Welcome to Transit Fridays and happy new moon because it's almost a new moon as I speak, as I record this video, because I do it on a day. I don't know many people that probably do that. Um, but here I am. So we're going to be talking about the transits of this week. So from today, Friday, the new moon in Aquarius until next Friday, what's happening in the sky? What are those transits and planetary movements reflecting of what we can do with our lives to live the life that we want to live, to do the things that we want to do, to make our dreams come true. So this is constructive astrology, and that's the whole point of constructive astrology. Now you can see I'm in a different background again, but I'm still in my flat, so I'm just in a different room. So in a very moon in Aquarius, sun in Aquarius, etc. I'm receiving a friend, so I'm hosting a friend, and he's working in the living room as well, and where my office is, basically. And so is my partner. So this is a we work almost. We're sharing the space, a co-working space. So anyhow, ignore my plain white background. Let's talk about the astrology of this week. So how is your week? What's been going on? How are you feeling today? Do you feel tired? Do you feel energized? Is this new moon falling somewhere in specific in your chart? One of you was telling me that this new moon will fall in your fifth house and you're planning to do some intentions around joy and doing a job that you actually enjoy doing as well. And I think that's wonderful. That's a brilliant way of manifesting the transit, of setting these intentions, and so on. I was going to do a video about this new moon in the houses based on the ascendant, but I just couldn't get myself around to do it. It's being very busy here, although it's a new moon. Time to rest, time to go inwards, but still I've had a pretty busy week. I promise I'll dedicate myself a little bit more to my YouTube as soon as I can, as soon as I have more time available in my hands. But for now, it's being just very, very busy. So, new moon today. I mean, I've done the video last week already talking about the nuances, the different aspects, the different movements that we're going to have. Now, in terms of this week's astrology, what we have the most is Mars moving to Aquarius and Venus moving to Aquarius as well. So not only we have Mars and Venus shifting and becoming this giant stellium in Aquarius, but also they're going to be conjoining Pluto. So this week is bound to be a bit of an intense week. So this is Saturday. Tomorrow, moon is already in Pisces. Excuse me. Sunday, the 11th, we got Mars at 28. So Mars and Venus, I want you to pay attention to. So Mars at 29. And then on the 13th, we've got Mars conjoined Pluto and shifting into Aquarius. And mind you, it's the same day that there was going to be. Oh, that's nice. Someone is making a noise. Hope you can't hear. So Moon, Chiron, and North Node will be doing a triple conjunction as well as 16 degrees Aries. So that's quite relevant as well on the day of that Mars Pluto. Now, Mars rules this triple conjunction in Aries as well. So I think there's an extra amount of energy here on Tuesday in specific that could be connected with healing, that could be connected with getting in touch with frustrations as well. Sometimes healing doesn't mean that's going to be comfortable and safe and, and feel fine. I mean, sometimes, especially with the Mars Pluto, we're going to have to go deeper into our anger, into our rage that's being buried, that's being out, of our conscious mind. So maybe something like that will come up, especially because there's a bit of a wide square to Jupiter as well, which could potentially make it larger, it seem even bigger. My advice here is try to avoid unnecessary fights, unnecessary discussions, and things that you don't care that much. Because we're talking about conjunction on Aquarius as well. So it could be very political, very engaged with the cause, very, very much connected to friends and groups of people that you might be arguing. So maybe it's best to avoid. I don't know. It depends on your values and what's important to you. But that triple Chiron North Node as well, we are definitely learning something about individuality, about having the courage to be ourselves, stepping into a place of leadership. being able to have that sort of courage, stand by what we want, and to stop trying to convince other people to want what we want, because we can't go for it by ourselves. That's one of the ways I can think of this North Node in the Aries. So this is definitely a powerful configuration. That's going to be happening on Tuesday, Carnival here in Brazil. So I really do not want to be in the streets that day. I'm not saying you shouldn't be in the streets, but definitely as a highly sensitive person, I am going to be picking up on the Mars Pluto vibes in everybody around me as well. So I'd rather stay indoors probably on Tuesday and use this energy for work, focused, willpower. That's the Pluto Mars, intense work. Maybe do some workout at home as well, do some yoga. Okay, so Tuesday. Now, Wednesday, we already have Moon shifting to Taurus, um, and still in a bit of a sandwich here between Jupiter and Uranus. But here we have on Friday, Venus will move to Aquarius as well. So we'll have a triple conjunction here between Venus, Pluto, and Mars. And with Pluto being the feeling of this sandwich, between Mars and Venus. So it is a very intense configuration here. We also have Mercury square Uranus. So the 2 days to keep an eye really is Tuesday and Friday. But the energy will be lingering on. Like nothing really happens, as Lise Green would say, on Saturday at 10 a.m. You're not going to wake up with a Venus Pluto conjunction. But the energy will be already on the build up this week. So it's a lot of no sort of BS configuration. You're going to have to be more honest about values and relationships. And if you've been arguing with your partner about something already, this might be brought to light again. And because Venus is how we love, how we share ourselves. Any issues of self-worth will be very much under the spotlight there as well without Pluto. And I feel that Pluto just excavate whatever it is that's being buried there, whatever it is that's being hidden, that's being under the surface, under the radar. We don't really want to look at it, or we think we've dealt with it already, so we don't need to talk about it. It might come back again. Now, on the constructive side, that Mars, Venus, Pluto is a lot about reigniting passions and getting in touch with something that you're very passionate about, and going for it. That day, the moon will enter Gemini as well on the 16th. So it will be trining these Aquarian planets. So it could be, removal of obstacles in communication and communicating what we want, in communicating what we value, what we love, how we love, our love language, and etc. But it's bound to be very intense. So pay attention to how you spend your time this week. What do you do? Who you spend time with? Because those are going to be very important. The Mercury Uranus square here for me it could be like impulsive communication as well, but it could also be ideas and insights, lightning bolt insights, and tapping into something. Big aquarium day and few days really. We have this very strong emphasis in Aquarius and the Aquarian season, and all of that will be bringing us to that Saturn in Pisces as well. So again, connecting to what we believe in, to what our bigger perspective is, to how we feel that we're part of a larger pool, that we're all interconnected, which is, the Piscean flavor. So there's a little bit of that too. So if we can transcend pettiness and rage in a beautiful way, then that's nice. And I don't mean bypassing, all right? I don't mean psychological bypassing. I mean truly be able to overcome it. And if not, then use that creatively, which is a Saturn in Pisces as well. Draw your anger and your rage, dance your rage, or sing a song about that, or write a lyrics, some lyrics about it, but transcend that in some way. That's that Saturn in Pisces. You're going to be able to master it by transcending it somehow, transforming into something else, right? Okay, so this is what I had to share about this week. It's very short video. I think. I don't know. I always surprise myself with how much I can talk. So that's what I had to say this week. Tell me what's going on for you. What have you been up to? What would you like me to see? What would you like to see me talking about? Um, More as well, so I can consider taking notes and do some extra videos as well if I can. I am very tired, I'm not gonna lie. You can see my face and the way I'm speaking as well. I haven't slept enough hours today, and anyhow, it's great for a new moon. So I'm just gonna go into my new moon cocoon now, make some um intentions and reflect in this 20-degree Aquarius, which will be my fourth house. So it's perfect for a cocoon day. And that's it really. So I'll be seeing you all next week. I hope you can make the most of these intense energies, use it constructively, and build the life that you want to live because you deserve it. All right. I'll see you all next week then. Bye bye. Take care.